Why, greetings, everyone. I may have made a small mistake today, I have to say. It is Monday. You don't like to start the week off with a mistake. But these things happen. These things happen. I was just walking back into the house before the show, because where I am now, the office and our house they're in separate buildings, so you have to go outside. So I'm walking by this tree, and there's a squirrel in the tree, and so the squirrel is chirping at me, and then it jumps on this climbing rope that we got for our daughter to climb up into the tree, and the squirrel is on the rope with an acorn in its mouth, and it's kind of staring at me, looking at me, and I kind of walk towards it. It just goes up a foot, and it keeps looking at me like it's kind of challenging me or daring me to mess with it. So I go over and grab the rope, and it just goes up like 4 feet above me on the rope. So I shake the climbing rope, and the squirrel flies off and falls just a foot away from me. And so I scramble to run away from it. Man, it's still out there barking at me. This is 5 minutes ago. The squirrel is mad. So I've antagonized the squirrel, which could be a mistake. I don't know how long their memories are. But I don't need to be chased around the yard by a squirrel. I should have thought before I started in with that squirrel. All right. Anyway, here we are. Happy Monday. Keys, greetings, no suspenders, no pants. Good for you. Don, good day. David, greetings. Guess what? It is Monday. It keeps happening. And Dave, also, hello. Rachel, happy Motivational Monday to you. Another Dave. It's a trio of Daves now. Keith, how are things in Florida? Bob, greetings. Darren, Brad, Julie, oh my gosh, so many people here. It is March 1st. I cannot believe that it's March 1st, but it is. It's March 1st, and soon it'll be March 4th. We're going to March 4th into the world. Oh, spoiler alert, that's what's going to happen. Oh, Jim Rohn. Nice one, Darren. This applies it to every day. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Sometimes you eat the bear. Sometimes the bear eats you. Yep. I'm doing the best I can. But, yeah, Sharon. Greetings, Cindy. It's peanut butter day, too? I didn't know that. Good news. Good news. I do love peanut butter. I start off most of my days with peanut butter. Ed, or Bob, you got a bear in your neighborhood? You don't think you'll shake the rope if it climbs up in your backyard? Yeah, I should not have antagonized this squirrel. It's a wild animal. It doesn't know what to do with its emotions. I think I made a little bit of a mistake. Keys, right, your son's paintball gun has come in handy concerning squirrels. Yeah, I don't know. But keep the windows closed tonight. You don't want the squirrel coming after you under the cover of night. No, Rachel, I do not. Yeah, the new camera situation, Ed, is the phone. I've just gone with the camera on the phone. I'm done with the Mevo, I think. I mean, maybe it's going to get a renaissance at some point. But I like the phone camera. I feel like the picture is better. I don't get the graphics on screen, and I can't simulcast from here. But I can just take this video and shoot it over to YouTube. I'm just doing my best. I'm doing my best. That's all. Hey, Ouija, good to see you. Try throwing Mr. Predicto at the squirrel. Not my precious Mr. Predicto. What colors are the squirrels now, Brad's asking. The squirrel's sort of a dark gray with red highlights. Supposedly Trump's going to be sworn in as the real president on March 4th. Christopher, we'll see. I don't think so, but we'll see. Darren, you're saying show the squirrel my nuts. Oh, I don't know about that. Nice compliments. Yeah, thank you, Rich. Looking good. You're saying I'm happy. I'm feeling good. Andrew, yes, March 1st. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I've had my workout today. I've been in the ocean. It's a beautiful day here. The ocean's still cool temperature wise. And yeah, I'm feeling all right. Major projects around the house. Lady Jerry has been indisposed. I'm having Lady Jerry deposed right now by an attorney. she's indisposed lately with the many projects we've been doing. As you know, we've got this project to Happy Beer Day in Iceland. Well, that's nice. So, as you know, we've got this project where we're putting a lid on the spiral staircase to our bedroom because it's open. There's noises. So if somebody's in the kitchen making coffee or our daughter's making a snack after we've gone to bed, which is happening, there's the aging process for you. I guess I remember being up later at night than my parents, but not that much. But our daughter would get up and make a snack sometimes, and we're trying to go to sleep. So we're making this thing where we can seal off the top of the spiral staircase with a jacuzzi cover thing. I think I've spoken about it before, but that's required some carpentry to get the top of the spiral, to get a level place to be able to rest the cover. So the carpentry has been completed over a couple of weekends, and now yesterday we completed the painting, and Lady Jerry was also able to hire the painter to do some touching up of other areas in our house. I was skeptical that if you start touching up this area of the 14-year-old house paint, that you're going to have to paint the whole thing. But this painter did an unbelievable job of matching the paint and blending it in. And so it was a major upgrade. Lady Jerry's super happy. So that project is complete, or the carpentry is complete, and the lid is being made. And then the other project was get rid of the wood burning part of the fireplace, which is just basically take the rack and ashes out. And then there had been a burner in there that we used to ignite the logs, a gas burner. So that was replaced and then covered with sand, and now these decorative balls are put in there. I can't even begin to talk about what you pay someone to do that, because it was way more than if Lord Jerry had subcontracted the job out to some other qualified professionals, just having this one guy, as opposed to having just one guy do it. But that project has gone off. It looks great. The extra money was, I don't know if it was worth it, but I think it was worth it because that problem's solved. It's over. And now we can just look at that fireplace. Okay, let's go. David, yes, you're right. My daughter will be off to college, and it'll just be me and the squirrels. And so I have made that point to her. But you know what? Here's some free marital advice. There are times when your spouse wants you to do something, and it's just easier to do it than to fight it. So we're just doing it, and hopefully it's going to work, and everybody's going to be happy. Even if we do it and we hardly ever use it, still happier. Still, I'm the guy who made that happen. How about that? All right. Cindy, you're saying you got two walks in today, going to be in the 40s starting tomorrow, and you're so ready to get off the treadmill and outside. Yeah, thank goodness it's warming up to the 40s. It never even gets that cold here, Cindy. But I hear you. Thank goodness you're getting out of the house. 2 walks in, good for you. Darren, you're saying your marriage is past the point where you have to soundproof the bedroom. It's not. We're not soundproofing it to keep sounds getting out of our bedroom. We're soundproofing it to keep sounds from getting in. Because my wife is blessed with high quality hearing, even at our advanced age. Keys, you're saying Uma has made some kind of Ethiopian beef stew for dinner. Oh my God, I'd love that. We don't get beef stew here. Yeah, Ed, you're telling me some things I know. I just learned about. Modern latex paint fades less than oil-based paint and is much easier to match. Our other paint was latex paint, but even in these 14 years, the advancements, the paint technology, who knew? Who knew that paint technology was making strides? We're all so busy looking at our iPhones and virtual realities that, this is a good question, Andrew. You really got some good show tips, Andrew. Mr. Predicto, does Iceland have the coldest beer on Earth?
There is no doubt.
Well, there you have it. There's no doubt. I would say Greenland might have an argument there, but who lives in Greenland? Greenlandiers. A Green Lantern? I don't think he's not from Greenland. Laura, you're saying a little bit late, but here, hello from Atlanta. You're back in Atlanta. Good for you. Dave, you're saying 6 days in on the Pfizer chip vaccine. Day behind you, starting to get serious pony brain here. Like I'm just dumb as all get out. Full bzzzt. You getting any of that, or do you have a tumor or something? Dave, I hope you don't have a tumor, but I'm anxious to hear Jen's advice. Oh, Jen, you're giving me a high five on my marriage advice. Nice. Yeah, you can have your husband watch this, but I have to say, you have something to do with that advice. It's a fine line. Lady Jerry rides a fine line between just asserting what she wants and also making me miserable. But it works out. Whatever she's doing, it's working. We're doing all the things she wants to do. Not all of them. We're getting the camper that I found, but it was based on ideas that she had about the kind of camper that she wanted. Okay, here we go. You want me to smash Mr. Predicto? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Dave. Oh, Jen, you have fiber cement siding, no paint necessary. That sounds nice, but we aren't talking about exterior painting. We're talking about interior painting. Gerard Butler lives in Greenland? I think that's only in one of those movies about the weather. All right. The old marriage saying, if you put a quarter in the jar each time you have sex the first year you're married, you'll have enough money to keep your bedroom quiet in year 20. Well, I don't know about that. Wait, Keys, you're saying Cap City in Austin says they're going to open up somewhere near the Domain? Much better location in Austin? Well, that's really exciting news. I'm very excited to hear that, Keys. I had a feeling when they said they were closing and going out of business that they didn't mean forever. They just meant that location was getting shut down. And so that landlord probably is taking a hit. But hopefully we'll get back to doing some comedy. So what did I write down for today for Motivational Monday? Because how deep are we into this thing? We're 14 minutes in, if you believe clocks. And if you believe I started on time, which I don't know. There used to be, the one advantage of the Mevo is it would have a tick-tocky clocky running in the corner. Oh, by the way, this is a big banana pen that I found in a container, in old stuff. I'm going through old stuff. Big banana. I don't even know if they make big bananas. I'm pretty sure they don't, but it's a felt tip pen, green. I use it to write the date on this thing for Motivational Monday. When you speak positively, you receive positively. Enjoy as much as you can the time you have left, which sounds negative, but it's true of all of us. There's only from here to the end. You can't go back and do anything about whatever happened. You just from here to the end. So enjoy as much as possible the time you have left. You can't control the outcome. All you can control is your effort. Do your best and forget the rest. So there's a lot in this one, in this little paragraph of motivational things that I've got here. It is a big banana in my hand. All right. When you speak positively, you receive positively. And I think that's true. I think you're going to go out and be negative in the world, you're going to get negative energy back. You're going to get oppositional. You're oppositional, you're getting oppositional. If you're positive, you're going to receive positive, or you're going to avoid the negative and don't mess with Mr. In Between. And enjoy as much as you can the time you have left. That's what I'm trying to think of as I wake up every day. What am I going to get out of today? And what do I do? I got to own the day, or the day owns you. And you can't control the outcome. This is the other thing. People get so focused on the result that they want. And really, you never know if you're going to get the result you want. All you know is what you're doing to get that result, to move yourself in the direction of what you want. And so all you can control is your effort level to keep yourself moving in that direction. So you have to enjoy that. You have to get out of everyday enjoyment from moving closer to your goal. And it's hard to remember that sometimes, because I think for myself anyway, I can be so focused on, oh, I want to get this many gigs on the calendar for this year. That was the one. For the longest time, my focus was to get between 21 and 24 comedy clubs on the calendar for the year. Some of those would be, I'd go twice to the same club. But, and maybe that doesn't sound like a lot of work, but then there's corporate gigs in between there and auditions and whatnot. But it'd be working roughly 2 weekends a month with a month off. And so I got so focused on filling up that calendar that a lot of times I didn't really enjoy as much the actual going to do the shows as I now appreciate. Oh my God, if I had 3 gigs on the calendar for the rest of this year, I would be so happy. If I had 1 gig on the calendar for the rest of this year, if I had 1 live show that I knew I was going to do, I would be so happy. And that's not really an if this, then I would be happy, because the fact is, I know that I'm going to do a live show before the end of the year, and I'm very, very grateful about being able to do that. And now, today, I found out I'm going to be able to do a show at Cap Cities in Austin as soon as I'm able to travel. And so I started today to make my set list of what I want to do and think about the bits that I have and how I'm going to refocus them based on the year that we've all had and which ones I got to go and what things I want to add. So I'm on the way to do that. So I'm going to do my best to forget the rest and control my effort and enjoy as much as I can the time I have left. So that's what I'm doing today. All right. What do we got here? Jen and Dave are really having an exchange about Keys, you're saying you heard Joe Rogan's going to open a comedy club in Austin. I had heard that too, but I don't know if that is, I don't know if he's going to do that if Cap Cities opens up. I don't think he wants to compete. He just wants a club. But what do I know about what Joe Rogan wants? Except for the fact that I've listened to him talk to other people for hours. But yeah, if Joe Rogan opens a club, that'll be great. Cap City, 2 comedy clubs in Austin. It's getting to be a big place. Darren, you're saying people love spreading negativity and BS. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it either. I mean, I do get it because they think that they're right. They think they're telling you some truth about the world, but actually they're telling you a truth about themselves, which is that they're focused on that negativity instead of out there trying to help other people move towards what they want and surrounding themselves with people who are like-minded. So I think I really do get that thing. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with, and that's if you're positive, you surround yourself with positive people. That's just how it works. Because if you're a positive person, you're not interested in being around negative people. And so when I see that negativity, when I see some of the rhetoric that came out of this CPAC thing this weekend, it's like there's so much anger, fear, defensive stuff. I can't even participate in it. I'm not going to argue with it. I brought it up only just as an example of some of the stuff that I'm not interested in that. And I'm not interested in that either when I see the Democrats do it, when they get into the fear-based or the name calling or that kind of stuff. It's just like, let's get out there, solve problems, solve our own problems, help other people solve their problems, be interested in each other, and keep moving forward. That's what I'm about. Jen, what are you saying regarding the vaccine? You're still achy and a little depressed because of the aches. Yeah, I bet. Not too fuzzy brained. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Or not more than normal. I hope you're writing, Jen. I hope you're kind of. I feel like what I think you would be great at is your own column, because I feel like you've got a take on the world, and it's not negative, but it's got this sarcastic. I think you would be great. I hope you're writing. Andrew, you're saying, do I remember Mitch Hedberg's joke about a frozen banana? I do kind of remember that joke, but I'm not here trying to get famous on the back of Mitch Hedberg's jokes. But if anybody Googles Mitch Hedberg frozen banana joke, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Oh, Bob, you're saying it never showed that you didn't fully enjoy the show. No, it wasn't that I wasn't enjoying the shows. I enjoyed all the shows. There was a part of me that was always focusing on the future and what was to come next. It wasn't that I was on stage miserable and not enjoying the show. I was enjoying the shows, Bob. So I never was bumming out about the shows. I was just distracting myself with other stuff instead of being in the moment and enjoying what was happening and realizing, look, I'm trying to fill all those spots on the calendar, and instead of actually doing one of the spots on the calendar and giving 100% of my consciousness to that, I've got a little part of my brain that's like, what else? What else do I have to do? And I feel like I cheated myself, but I don't think I cheated the audience. I did always enjoy the shows. That is one of the things. There's a lot of comics I heard complaining about, oh God, I have to go do a show again, and I was always kind of like, I want to go do the show. I want to go on stage. Darren, you're saying the vaccine kicks your immune system into high gear. Varinus is an ass kicker. Yeah, the vaccine has got to be an ass kicker. Yeah, I get it. Get it. I'm ready to get vaccinated. My friends are sending me these links, and today it said non-seniors could sign up for the vaccine. But again, it's non-seniors who are working for hospitals or grocery stores or whatnot. So I'm not that yet. But maybe that's what Lady Jerry suggested, that we volunteer to work at a vaccination center, and that way we could get vaccinated. Christopher, you're saying one of your bands has a couple outdoor gigs booked this summer. Oh, great, Christopher. What's the name of your band, and can you put it in the chat so that people can support if you're in their area? You probably can't wait for all of us to show up backstage at your gig. Not backstage, but meet and greet. I hope you have a meet and greet. Got a call, Ouija? You got a call today from someone that wants to come to Alaska this summer, and he told you that Alaska is the destination this year because people can't travel to other countries. Oh, so I should come up and do some shows. I would love to come up to Alaska. Well, our beginning of our summer is pretty packed, right? Because in a couple weeks, I'm going to be picking up the new truck. And then early June, we're going up to Northern California to drop our daughter off at camp, then pick up the camper, then come back. And so by the time we get back from that, it's going to have been a 2-week run. And so we're looking at things to do after that. But yeah, if we were able to come up with to Alaska, I would love that. Hopefully Lady Jerry and I will be vaccinated by then. Ed, you're saying you're thinking about spending a day or two in a hotel in a couple weeks. Ventura, Santa Barbara. We just realized how much just that amount of travel was exciting. Yeah, well, because Christella told me about this place in Ventura. Let me see if I can... oh, gosh. What happens with the... somehow I've lost a bunch of windows on my Chrome browser. But there's a place in Ventura that rents modified trailers by the ocean that's supposed to be pretty great, and I think that would be pretty awesome. I'm going to look that up. Have I ever had the pleasure of working with Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Vegas? No, I have not, Andrew. I would like to. So maybe that's going to happen. Maybe that's going to happen. Oh, conflict is the story of the world because sameness doesn't make a good story. Pick. Yeah, well, right. Nobody wants to read a story about people just have a great time and nothing bad happens. So we do watch a lot of story. Conflict, yeah, you got to have conflict. You got to have conflict to make a good story. But, all right, Alaska is the best place to visit, Cindy, you're saying? You vacation there twice and you go back in a heartbeat. Yeah, I've been to Alaska. Is it just one time? I think I may have only been to Alaska one time, and I had such a great time. I've always wanted to go back, and I was just in Juneau and environs. So I'd love to go back and go to Anchorage and and some of the national parks up there. Summertime in Alaska, so amazing. I mean, it's light until so late at night. Just incredible. I'm ready to go. Laura, you're saying when you see folks getting negative and angry about stuff, it just seems like so much work to be like that. So much nicer just to be able to let stuff go. Yeah, it's not easy to let stuff go all the time, but I do think you want to remember who you are. Remember who we are. You know, I'm not going to get sucked into some angry thing. If you're on an angry tirade, you know, I'm going to try and snap you out of it if you're one of my friends or my family. But eventually I'm going to disconnect and fade and come back to you later when hopefully you feel better. Jen, you're most welcome for that compliment, and I actually believe it, which I know you know. A lot to talk about Alaska. Oh, Pick, you're saying you visited Alaska twice, January, February, and once in December. Man, I bet it was amazing then too, though, because of just that kind of hunker down sci-fi ice station submarine feel. Ouija saying it's great in the winter. It's just dark, but the sun's coming back and the trees in my sunroom. I think it's spring. Yeah, man. Okay. Hello, Sister Sue. Good to see you there. Doesn't my agent book my shows, or do I do it? Rich, at this point in my career life, I end up going to places where there's already someone who loves me, and an agent is great when you're super popular and you're fielding offers from everywhere, and they can be great when you're just before that time or just after that time, when they're going out and hustling and telling a story about how great you are and trying to get someone to make you an offer. But at this point, the people who are hiring me generally already know who I am and want to bring me in. Now, I wish, I dream, I should have a goal maybe to be more of a high ticket seller, or I need to look into how to do more self-promoted shows, because it wouldn't have to be that big of a crowd for me to have a great creative experience and for it to be financially worth it for me to go somewhere that I wanted to go, to be around audiences who knew who I was and wanted to see me. So that's one of the skills that I would like to acquire, is to get better at producing and promoting self-produced and promoted shows of, you know, like just a few hundred people. That would be great. Somebody's going to post Chris, you're going to post that to the group page? Yes, please do. The group chat. So if you're listening to this somewhere else or you're watching it on YouTube, there's a group chat on Facebook for the daily briefing. And if you go on Facebook and ask to join the group, I'll let you in, and then you can see where Christopher's band is going to be playing, and you can go and see it. Are you having feed problems, Pick? I don't know what that means. I feel like the iPhone has been better at interacting with the internet than other things. Keys has got to go. Peace out. All right. Everybody's talking about the second dose of vaccine. Yeah, and I'll post the trailer place in Ventura in the group chat for you, Ed, when I finally figure out how to get it. Laura, your pre-registered vaccine in Georgia. Congratulations. Never noticed dance class Barbie on the hood of that Humvee. Is that new? That's not dance class Barbie. Who are you talking about? I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about the She-Hulk up here? That's the She-Hulk, man. Don't go to Alaska in the winter, Julie is saying, especially Fairbanks. Ice, fog gets a little exhausting if that's all there is. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. Gary, you're saying you watched a lot of Northern Exposure. I like that show also. That was a fun Alaska show. One of the downsides of the phone. Molly does love me at the punchline, Ed. I need to call Molly. I haven't actually spoken to her in person during this pandemic. She must be kind of losing her mind a little bit, as we all are. Oh, Jen, you've got your singing there. Okay, I'll check that out. No, I can't really do it right now. So, Andrew, what are you saying? You've done some promotional activities for your shows. I remember hearing you on the radio in Minneapolis. Yes, at Acme. Yeah, well, those are organized by the comedy club, by the venue. The Acme Comedy Club will have a pre-organized appearance on the radio or local TV. That's often with comedy clubs. But if I was going to go out and do a show in some place that doesn't have a full-time comedy club like Anchorage or Fairbanks, I would have to figure out how to do ads on the Facebook or the social media or whatever to connect with fans. And so there's a way that you can do it. And I know that this is just a matter of me spending an afternoon Googling. But there's a way that you can buy those ads where you can say, hey, Facebook, look at the fans that are fans of my page and find people like that who live in Fairbanks and tell them I'm coming to do a show at the Moose Antler or the Polar Bear Den or whatever. But I haven't figured that out yet. That's what I'm going to be doing a little bit later. Bob, you're saying The Last Alaskans is interesting, but it's a bit remote for your taste. Yeah, I don't know what The Last Alaskans is, but I'm going to check that out. Is that a TV show? I hope. Oh, not exhausting, you're saying, Julie. Car exhaust and other pollution trapped in the valley Fairbanks is in. Oh, that doesn't sound so good. But that's what we've got in Los Angeles. It's beautiful. The climate's great. Here in Santa Monica, we're right by the ocean, so we don't have as much of that air pollution bogged down, but we do have it. And it's a bummer when you've got that, when you're fighting that in your area. Don, you love the term Googleating? Yeah, I just wrote that, Googleating. Look for Googleating in a theater or bar or the Polar Bear Den. That's where I'm going to be perfecting my Googleating bits. Jen, you're poised and ready for promotional help I need? Yeah, well, I'm going to keep that in mind, Jen. I'm going to keep that in mind. There's going to be calling all fans, calling all daily briefers when I decide I'm going to get back out on the road. Yeah, I think that you guys could be a great street team to help me get the word out and promote stuff. That would be really nice. Have any online movie recs? You're stuck not finding anything. We've been watching this show on Apple TV Plus. I don't know if you have it, and I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's the Joel Kinnaman one about the space program, this alternate history space program. And we are kind of enjoying it, I have to say. So that's what we've been on for the past few weeks. And the Russians get to the moon first, and then the story carries on from there. And the great thing about it, the bummer about it is, with these, unless you know the history super well, you all at once don't know if something really happened or didn't. So I was saying to Christella the other day, I don't like these historical fiction things because later on I'm going to be in a conversation with someone and say, hey, remember when Michael Jordan went to the moon? And they're going to be like, no, that was Space Jam, you dumbass. That wasn't real. So this one, there was an episode that ended, and it was in memory of a female astronaut, which is a thing that actually happened in real history that they take to the next level on this show. And so it's interesting. So we're enjoying that. And so I'm recommending that. But that's what we're watching right now. If anybody else has got some tips. Oh, there's a good documentary on Pole Out, Prime Video maybe, or maybe Netflix. What are we watching? We just watched something on Netflix. I have to get back to you on that, Jen, but maybe somebody else has got a good answer. Sue, you're saying, can you Googleating a butter dick? You could Google a butter dick if you wanted to. I don't know why. You could. I don't think you want to type butter dick into Google, though. That's my advice, is don't. Just saw The Vanishing of Sydney Hall. Trippy. Was it Showtime? Can't remember. How about that? Pele. Thanks, Jen. Pele. Yeah, wear suspenders when you're attending the Jake Show. Pants optional. So you have to clip your suspenders right to your underwear, which is, I don't recommend that look. But anyway, time has flown by. You know, this is the problem. I get on here by myself and I'm talking. I'm having a good time. There's not a clicker on the thing telling me how long I've been talking. And then all at once, it is time for Seize the Day. It's past time for Seize the Day. I should have seized the day a little while ago, but I'm ready to seize the day now. Sydney Hall thing is on Hulu. Thank you, Don. Here we go. It's time for Seize the Day, and I'll be back tomorrow with a Bible story and a letter from Grandma. But for right now, it's time for Seize the Day. So I'm going to seize it. Quick temperature check. I'm feeling pretty good, but what's my temperature? That's the real question. 97.8. Butterdick is an actual term, kind of. Check it out, then erase your search. Okay, thanks, Darren. That's good to know. What does it say when Seize the Day is late? It says that we lost track of time because we were having a good time. That's what it says. All right. Today's Seize the Day is... it's just it looks like it's Jerry. Is it Jerry the Mouse? Jerry the Mouse on top of a mountain. And the Seize the Day says the best view comes after the hardest climb. And all I can say to that is, we're going to see. We're going to see, because we've all been on a hard climb. This last year has been a hard climb. And in just 2 weeks, we're going to hit our 1 year mark. My personal 1 year mark from flying home and being off the road. Ed, you're saying I care a lot. Some people have said not so great, but I'm going to do it. Does the Butterdick have an STD? I don't know. But we are going to see. We are going to see about the best view coming from the hardest climb, because we've all had a hard climb. It's been great for me doing this, getting to know all of you, my new street team and advanced road squad. Things will get better. You're right, Taryn. You are a positive dude. That's what I'm getting from you. And this part is for you. That was kind of a nice one. All right. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Do not give up. There'll be plenty of time to give up later. Take care of yourselves. And as we've been doing lately, try and be nice to a jerk. Try.